Good afternoon. I'm Eric Skiles, Professor of Theater and Humanities and Artistic Director of Theater at LSC-Kingwood. I'm very pleased to be your Master of Ceremonies for our 9th annual Donor Student Recipient virtual event. This event is designed to recognize the many donors who have made a difference in our students' lives through the scholarships they've provided. Additionally, this event recognizes the students who have earned these scholarships and gives them an opportunity to say thank you to the donors this academic year. Had this been a typical year, we would have gathered for breakfast at the Student Conference Center. But because we are observing CDC protocols and trying to keep everyone safe during these unprecedented times, this virtual event is the next best thing. Now it gives me pleasure to introduce our interim president, Mario K. Castillo, who will say a few words on the significance of today's event.
Hello, I'm Mario K. Castillo, interim president at Lone Star College-Kingwood. I'm proud to be part of this year's virtual donor and student celebration. I wanted to personally thank the donors for their generous support to our college and the Lone Star College Foundation. Thanks to their contributions, our students can achieve their educational goals. These scholarships mean deserving students can realize their full potential every year without the worry of financing their coursework. To our student recipients, congratulations on the scholarships you have earned. Please continue to work hard as you stay on course to earn your degree. I encourage you to consider giving back one day to the Lone Star College Foundation so that it can continue its mission of providing educational opportunities to deserving students like you. Later in the program, you will hear from one of our community organizations who has also contributed more than $80,000 since 2015 to help many students. You will also hear from one of our students about how important this year's scholarship was to her. Finally, we will end this year's virtual celebration with a tribute honoring all of our donors and student recipients. On behalf of our students, faculty, staff, and administrators, thank you for being part of our event. And on a personal note, I can tell you that part of the reason I'm in this very chair is because of donors like you. While yes, the money always helps when you're a struggling college student like I was, I can personally attest to you that being a scholarship recipient imbues you not just with money, but also with the conviction that someone believes in you, in a world where many times people don't. And it also instills in you a sense of responsibility to not let someone that invested in you down. Again, I would not be where I am today if it were not for donors like you. I thank you, my family thanks you, and I'm sure that one day when one of our former students sits in this chair, they will thank you too. Now here's Professor Skiles to introduce our next guest.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo. Now, please help me welcome Ms. Nicole Robinson Goche, Executive Director of the LSC Foundation. Ms. Goche is responsible for fundraising for Lone Star's 7 colleges and providing leadership to the foundation. Founded in 1991, the LSC Foundation has expanded its initial investment of $20,000 into an extensive portfolio of $30 million in assets. Ms. Goche and her team work tirelessly to help our students achieve their educational goals. Ms. Goche?
Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual scholarship ceremony. My name is Nicole Robinson Goche, and I'm the Executive Director of Lone Star College Foundation. This year, even with all that is happening, the Foundation is proud to celebrate our 30th year. This organization was officially created in 1991 with a $20,000 gift from the college. And since then, with donors like you and years of careful investing, we've increased the Foundation's assets to more than $30 million and counting. This growth allows us to help more students every year. As our student population grows and changes, so do the needs of the students. Access to technology and the internet has become more necessary than ever before, and much of the Foundation's nearly $1 million in program and emergency funding was dedicated to that need. When many of our courses shifted online, students like Mark in process technology knew he would struggle to complete his classes. A simple gift of a computer changed everything. And now Mark has successfully completed his program. But no matter what, removing the financial barrier from college remains our #1 priority. In the last academic year, the Foundation awarded more than $2.1 million in scholarships to 2,200 242 students, an average scholarship amount of just under $1,000 each. Your donations make those scholarships possible. Scholarships for students like Rachel, who graduated from Lone Star College debt-free and recently graduated from nursing school. Her dream of becoming a nurse is coming true, and you are a part of that success. Even Lone Star College employees take part in supporting our students. The internal employee campaign has cumulatively raised more than $1 million over the past 5 years. The bottom line is that we cannot do it alone. So today we are here to salute and thank the foundation donors for their continued generosity and commitment to Lone Star College. Over the last 30 years, the foundation has awarded more than $22 million in scholarships and program support. And I cannot wait to see what we can accomplish with your help in the next 30 years. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients, and thank you to the donors that make our work possible. I hope to see you soon.
At this time, I'd like to introduce LSC Foundation Board Member and LSC alumna, Ms. Vanessa Ozuna. She will provide us insight on how Lone Star College has impacted her education and why she gives back to the foundation.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Ozuna, and it is such a pleasure to be here with you today. My connection to Lone Star College did not begin in my professional career. It actually began while I was a student at Lone Star College, walking the halls of Tomball College, figuring out what I wanted to be when I grow up, what I wanted to study. And it helped with the help of many professors, many advisors, everybody telling me, try this, try that. And it also helped when I attended the University Center and with the help of an advisor, Lewis Evans, at University of Houston downtown, sitting down with me, taking the time to say, well, what works for you, Vanessa? What do you want to study? What is your passion? What drives you? Taking that time to really sit with me and figure things out. That was the approach that was taken with me here at Lone Star College. That true time to sit with the student, to figure the student out. And with that, I figured out what I wanted to do, what I wanted to study, and I got my degree, and I graduated. And that's what I got here at Lone Star College. Cut to many, many years later, I'm now a board member at the Lone Star College Foundation. And that is my why. That is why I support Lone Star College, and that is why I support the foundation. And here we are today, supporting you, the scholarship recipients, and to congratulate you, moving on to the next phase and stage of your life. It's an exciting time for you. It's an exciting moment for you to be ready to embark on that. And it's why I support the foundation, why my family supports the foundation. Because you need to have access to this amazing higher education institution. It's going to give you access to amazing programs, amazing state-of-the-art technologies, amazing education. It's coming, it's here. So with that, congratulations to the scholarship recipients. This is going to be an amazing ride you're heading to, because I can tell you, as a product of this institution, you are in for an amazing opportunity. So again, congratulations, scholarship recipients. And to our donors, thank you. Without your continued generosity, we would not be here without it. Again, scholarship recipients, buckle up. It's coming. Your time in your life is headed and it's here for you. And to our donors, thank you so much again for your continued generosity. We could not be here without you.
As President Castillo stated earlier, donors play such a crucial role in helping our students. But our educational partners are just as important. Since 2015, the Kingwood Women's Club has contributed more than $80,000 to multiple students every semester. Here to tell us more about the Kingwood Women's Club mission and why they continue to be one of our college's biggest contributors is President Ellie Shenry.
Tell a little bit about myself. Was in the business world for 30 years. And I always wanted to volunteer, but that was a difficult thing, working and volunteering at the same time. So I thought once I retired, I would do all the volunteering I could. Well, it's not as easy as that. It's very hard to find people or businesses that want your help. So the Women's Club was a great avenue for me to take to volunteer. And they have lots of things. Doesn't matter what your interests are, there is something that you will find in their programs. We have a Joy of Giving celebration in March of every year. Unfortunately, this year we are not allowed to have that. But it motivates us to see the young women and gentlemen who we give these scholarships to when we hear their stories. And their stories are very, very sad and very heartwarming. And we're very caring ladies, and we certainly want to help any way we can. And it gives us great joy to help the students to see that they can get through and become viable people in the workforce. The purpose of the fund is to let these students continue with their education. Unfortunately, money plays a big factor. And we really don't want our students to have such debt when they get out of school. I mean, I know so many young people, their debt is enormous. So we just are hoping that we can help with that debt for them and that they can finish their education and then go get a job or whatever they want to do in the community or wherever they would want to live, that they don't have that debt hanging over their head. We just enjoy doing this for the young people, and it gives us a purpose. And that's what it's all about, giving us a purpose. We work very hard to raise the money. All year, we do things to raise money. And Lone Star College, these students have a big need. So we feel it's very important for us to continue the scholarship program.
Thank you, Ms. Shenry, for your continued support of LSC-Kingwood. Now it's time to hear from one of our students about the impact this year's scholarship has had on her. I'm very pleased to introduce Ms. Zitlali Mujica, this year's 2021 Chancellor's Essay winner. Ms. Mujica is seeking a bilingual Spanish education degree so that eventually she can become an immigration lawyer. Her rationale for pursuing this degree is to use her Spanish-speaking skills in a law firm to help immigrants. She plans to transfer to Sam Houston State University. She is thankful for earning this scholarship as her family cannot afford to finance her degree. Ms. Mujica is especially grateful to the Lone Star Foundation for playing a role in her educational goals.
High school was a time in which new opportunities were created, where students find themselves and expand their true potential. For me, it was different. I have faced the hardest challenges during my high school career, but I wouldn't change anything for the most part. I have learned to forgive, to have strength, and to keep moving forward with my life, because no matter how many times I fall, I know that I will get back up and fight in life to make a beautiful future. One rainy night, it was my first ever high school freshman football away game. I was so excited for my brother to see me in my drill team uniform, perform with my drill team, and play with my high school band. But he unfortunately never showed up, and the game got rained out. That night, when we got back from our away game to the high school, I found out that my brother had passed away. I have always questioned why he died, why did the only person that ever cared for me and loved me no matter what left this world. But I had no answers to any of my questions. 3 weeks later after his death, I found out that my brother had wanted to leave the gangs and drugs behind, but luck was not on his side. His best friend had shot him multiple times when trying to come to my game. The truth hurt, but I have gone to therapy as I was slowly losing myself. At the beginning of high school, since my brother died the first week of freshman year, I gave up in school. I didn't have the best grades freshman and sophomore year because of my emotional state of mind. But I got back on track my junior and senior year in high school and worked hard in school. I have met and made amazing real friends and amazing memories in high school. I have balanced studying, working, band, friends, and extracurricular activities for the past couple of months. And they have been worth it. One of my significant accomplishments was becoming the head drum major for the 2019-2020 school year. My dream is to go to Lone Star College as a first-generation student, then transfer to a university and head to law school to become an immigration lawyer. In this new chapter of my life, Lone Star has taught me that no matter how hard life gets, I will always have a new opportunity to start over. Just because I didn't have good grades in high school and I couldn't afford university, Lone Star gave me an opportunity at a cheaper cost to expand my education and a step closer to becoming a lawyer. A new beginning for a bright future starts with Lone Star College. I have been through so much in high school, and now that I'm finally in Lone Star, I feel alive, and new beginnings are always the way to go. I now know that because of Lone Star, my financial barrier is low, but I still have the barrier that will always haunt me. My parents can afford Lone Star, a university, and especially law school. But I hope I get scholarships to pay for school. Now looking back at the fall of 2020, I am proud to say that I made it into the Lone Star Leadership College, Honors College, and I have received scholarships that allowed me to break through that financial barrier. Before high school, I was a young, innocent girl that had to go through life, holding onto my brother's hand and face anything that was coming towards us together. But after he passed away, I have had to face life by myself, and after 4 years, it has turned me into the kind, loving, responsible, and mature person that I am today. I know Lone Star will help financially in order for me to go to law school and help voices be heard and change the world into a better place. But no matter how tough life can be, I will always try to have kindness and courage. I have made so many sacrifices and have lost so many things in life. But because of those losses and sacrifices, I have made it. I know it will prepare me to dominate whatever comes my way for my brother and family, but most importantly, for me.
Thank you, Ms. Mujica, for sharing your story with us. We took the liberty of asking some of this year's scholarship recipients why the financial award means so much to them.
The scholarships I received were from last semester, kind of on the onset of pandemic, so that was really tough. So the scholarships really helped me out in a really difficult time. I wasn't working for about a month and a half. And I was afraid that I would have had to just drop out of school, which would have been very unfortunate. So I was very, very lucky to have gotten those scholarships, and I feel very, very grateful to be in the position that I'm in today.
The scholarship has been extremely beneficial in the sense that there's things that I didn't have, like my laptop, I now have one, being able to set up where I can do my work more in an efficient manner, and it also allows my daughters as well to know that, okay, when I'm in this desk, okay, mommy's doing her homework, and it allows me to focus and get my work done more efficiently.
It's been able to help fund my education, trying to graduate in December and finish up classes. It's given me the opportunity to pay for classes. I'm currently taking the Associates of Science program at Lone Star in hopes of working into being a pediatrician and going to pre-med.
The scholarship that I received at the time I received it was perfect. I was about to drop out of school because of unsuspected finances, and getting this scholarship was a blessing to where I could stay in school.
It has lifted a weight off of my shoulders, worrying about financial burdens or anything. So I was able to focus more on my academics than having to find a job or something to pay for my schooling.
I am in the program to become a future educator, and I anticipate to graduate next spring. I am hoping to actually transfer to Texas Tech and do their online program, and they actually have it to where I can do my internship and eliminate, per se, a year in obtaining my bachelor's. That helps me, obviously, with my age, and it'll help me get my hands on sooner, and I'm really striving to do that. I'm one about multitasking, so I know that perseverance is going to help me, and I'm hoping to join the program either as a bilingual or if not as a special ed teacher.
When I move on to a four-year college, I'm going to be studying political science and economics, and my hope is that I'm going to double major in both of those. As of now, very, very long term, I've always had the hope of maybe becoming some sort of political figure, just because I want to make some positive change.
The program I'm enrolled in is education, and I'm hoping to graduate fall of 2022. My goals are doing what I already do right now, and that is to work for a school district where I'm currently employed and working with special education students and transition students. So I've always been a stay-at-home mom and raised 3 beautiful children. And in 2016, my oldest son had a motorcycle accident. And 22 days, he was downtown Houston Herman Memorial, and I lived there with him and went through classes to take care of a traumatic brain injury patient. And he ended up not surviving. And I was substitute teaching for the school district, and some of the ones at the school district knew me personally and asked me, after I was all signed up to take psychology here in person, if I would come work with a student in a wheelchair with a TBI. And I did accept that, and during the course of last year working with this student who did not talk, walk, feed himself, nothing, he ended up walking across the stage last year and getting his diploma. And I got the privilege of working with life skills students that are special education and learned real quick that is where my heart is. And I was able to use what I learned at the hospital to take care of my son for someone else.
I'm a music major at Lone Star College-Kingwood. This is my first year, so my second semester in the campus. My plan is to graduate in the spring of 2022, so a year from now, with the associate's degree in the field of study of music. After I graduate from Lone Star College-Kingwood, my goal is to transfer to a 4-year, preferably closer to home than further away, to pursue a degree in music education and become a choral director when I graduate from there. If I have enough credits and the time, I would also like to pursue a master's degree in music before graduating.
So after I graduate at Lone Star, I'm hoping to transfer to the University of Houston to continue my education, and I want to actually be in their pre-med program that they're starting up at the University of Houston, and I'm hoping to become a pediatrician and go through that route. Beginning with my career, I hope to start working in neonatology, which is more younger patients, like babies that just have been born. After that, I'm hoping to hopefully work for a clinic and or a company for pediatrics, and hopefully go from there.
I hope to impact the children that are like shy or maybe from single homes. With my daughters attending Humble Head Start, I see diversity to the max, and I see the ones that are a little bit more withdrawn, and you can see the ones that run to their parents, and the ones that don't necessarily know how to express their emotions are usually the ones that are going to need a little bit more help. So I hope to just advocate for the kids and add that little extra smile or add that little extra encouragement to the children and help them prepare for what's to come.
I hope to impact my students to know that regardless of what their challenges are, they can move forward, they can be successful, they can do things on their own, or it's okay to ask for help. We have a rule in the classroom, and can't is not a word. We will always try, and they're amazing. They try everything.
Ever since in high school, I took health science classes, and it really opened my eyes to something that I really enjoy. I love to help people. That's always been who I am as a person, and I want to help people feel better, and especially younger kids. That's kind of been where I noticed I really liked a lot, was helping them. But being able to be a part of rotation classes and going out to different places and watching how medical professionals are in their day-to-day lives, it kind of gave me a sense of purpose that this is something I want to do with my life.
In high school, I was very lost, and I didn't really have something that was me. I was just kind of there to do my academics and then get out. And then I found the choir and the music program at my high school, and I found a home beyond what I could have ever imagined. So I hope that when I'm a teacher, I can provide that same home for a lost kid again.
I would say no matter how old you are, it's okay to go back to school or college for the first time ever. You can do it. It's manageable. It's rewarding. I am very grateful for the scholarship that I received, and I can't wait until I'm in a situation to be able to help someone else be blessed the way I was. And find where your heart lies and follow that as your career, because it will keep you happy and productive and successful in life.
I want to say thank you to the donors that donated. It's an amazing thing that I didn't expect to happen to me. For all the students at Lone Star, especially here in Kingwood, we've had a crazy year, and it's been difficult not being able to go to classes, but I think it's made us stronger, and it's made us realize that we can do anything, and it's not stopped us from learning and continuing our educational goals.
For the next few minutes, please join us as we scroll through the donors and student names who are being honored. This concludes our virtual celebration. Thank you for making today's event an important one. Until next year, have a great day.